I have seen numerous war films, maybe not as many as you think it would and what have you. But I will tell you there's one film I saw that's really outrageously strange, but pretty darn funny and pretty action packed. So here it is. This is my review of Tropic Thunder. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2018 satirical action comedy flick Tropic Thunder, released by DreamWorks, directed by Ben Stiller, who also stars in the film and co-wrote the screenplay with Justin Theroux and Ethan Coen. The film also has Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., Jay Baruchel, and Brandon T. Jackson as a group of prima donna actors making a Vietnam War film. When their frustrated director drops them in the middle of a jungle and dies in an accident, they are forced to rely on their acting skills to survive the real action danger. The film parodies many prestigious war films, specifically those based on the Vietnam War, the Hollywood studio system, and method acting. This also features a big ensemble cast. The film was released on August 13th, 2008. Now, in some parts, it was released through Paramount. Anyway, and became a big success and got good reviews. Hook-handed Vietnam veteran Staff Sergeant John Four-Leaf Tabak's memoir, Tropic Thunder, is being made into a film. Except for supporting actor Kevin Sandusky, the cast that included faded action hero Tug Speedman, overbearing five-time Academy Award Australian method actor Kirk Lazarus, closeted gay rapper Al Pacino, and drug-addicted comedian Jeff Portnoy all cause problems for the inexperienced director Damien Cockburn, who cannot control them, resulting in a $4 million pyrotechnic scene being wasted. With the project months behind schedule, studio executive Les Grossman gives Damien an ultimatum: get the cast under control or the project will be cancelled. On Four-Leaf's advice, Damien drops the actors into the middle of the jungle with hidden cameras and rigged special effects explosions to reshoot the film guerrilla style. The actors have guns that fire blanks, along with a map and a scene listing that will lead to a helicopter waiting at the end of the road. Wow, excuse me. Unknown to the actors and production, the group had been dropped in the middle of the Golden Triangle, the home of the heroin-producing Flaming Dragon Gang. Just as the group is about to set off, Damien inadvertently steps on an old landmine and is blown up, stunning the actors. Tug, believing Damien faked his death to encourage the cast to give better performances, assures the others that he is alive and that they are still shooting the film. Kirk is unconvinced, but joins them in their trick. When Four-Leaf and pyrotechnics operator Cody Underwood try to locate the deceased director, they are captured by Flaming Dragon guards. Four-Leaf is revealed to have hands. He confesses to Underwood that he actually served in the Coast Guard, has never left the U.S., and that he wrote his memoir as a tribute. As the actors continue through the jungle, Kirk and Kevin, the only actor who bothered to properly prepare for his role, discover that Tug is leading them in the wrong direction. The resulting argument ends with Kirk leading the rest of the cast back toward the resort they are staying at, as an increasingly delirious Tug is captured by the Flaming Dragon guards. Taken to their base, Tug believes it is a POW camp from the script. He is then brought forward to the gang's boss, a 12-year-old named Tran, who discovers that Tug is the star of their favorite film, the box office bomb Simple Jack, and forces him to reenact it several times a day, leading him to become brainwashed. Meanwhile, in L.A., Tug's agent, Rick Peck, confronts Les over an unfulfilled term in Tug's contract that entitles him to a vivo. Flaming Dragon calls during the discussion, demands a ransom for Tug, but Les instead delivers a profanity-laden death threat. Les is uninterested in rescuing Tug and is instead delighted at the prospect of a large life insurance payout if the actor dies. He attempts to bribe Peck, with the promise of a Gulfstream 5 jet and lots of money. Now I'm going to go to the final act and ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Stop this video right now and go to the description box below to fast forward to the time below. As I count down now, if you've seen this already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Kirk, Alpa, Jeff, and Kevin discover Flaming Dragon's heroin factory. After witnessing Tug being tortured, they plan a rescue attempt based on the film's script. Kirk impersonates a farmer towing a captured Jeff on the back of a war buffalo, distracting Tran and his guards so Alpa and Kevin can infiltrate and find the prisoners. Kirk's insistence on following the script's poor writing causes his story to quickly fall apart. Knowing their cover has been blown, the actors begin firing their blanks, fooling the gang members into surrendering. Their control of the gang falls apart when Jeff grabs Tran and forces him at gunpoint to lead him to the heroin factory. Supply. The 4 actors locate 4 Leaf, Underwood, and Tug and cross a bridge rigged to explode to get to Underwood's helicopter. Tug initially remains behind, believing Flaming Dragon to be his family, but runs back screaming, chased by an angry horde of soldiers. 4 Leaf destroys the bridge, rescuing Tug, but as the helicopter takes off, Tran fires an RPG at the helicopter. Rick unexpectedly stumbles out of the jungle and saves them by throwing a TiVo box into the rocket's path. The crew return to Hollywood, and footage from the hidden cameras is compiled into the feature film Tropic Thunder, which becomes a major critical and commercial success. The film wins Tug his first Academy Award, which Kirk presents him at the ceremony. Incredible, huh? Yeah, end of story. Please stand by. Okay, sorry about everyone. So what did I think of Tropic Thunder? Well, it's been a long time since I last saw this film, but I gotta tell you, this film's absolutely a crazy, insane comedy flick with lots of action, what have you, and a real satire as well. Upon its release, the film did become a big success for DreamWorks, going on to make $195 million worldwide on its $92 million budget. It got good reviews for its characters, story, faux trailers, which actually started out like that. That kind of took me for some of that. Kind of had me going for a little bit. And the cast performances, especially with Robert Downey Jr. being the most positively praised for his performance. But unfortunately, the depiction of people with disabilities and the use of blackface makeup attracted controversy, though. Still, even after that, it did get nominated for some awards. Robert Downey Jr. got nominated for an Academy Award, a BAFTA Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. And both he and Tom Cruise, who I'll get to in a little bit, received Golden Globe Award nominations. Anywho, yes. With response, Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 82, saying with biting satire, plenty of subversive humor, and an unforgettable turn by Robert Downey Jr., who this was released a few months after Iron Man came out, which really put him on the map big time, even though he's done numerous films before this. The film is a triumphant late summer comedy. Yes, I do agree on that. Metacritic has a score of 71, and Audience's poll by Cinema Score gave it a B. The New York Times stated the film was shaping up as one of the studio's best prospects for the summer. USA Today gave it a somewhat positive review, saying there are some wildly funny scenes, a few laden ones, and others that are scattershot with humorous satire undercut by over the top grisliness. Still, when it's funny, it's really funny. Now, the full trailers before the film also received mixed reviews. And yeah. So anyway, Newsweek said the film is the funniest movie of the summer. So funny, in fact, that you start laughing before the film itself has begun. Now, for another decent review, Roger Ebert wrote in for the Chicago Sun-Times saying the movie is, may I say, considerably better than Stiller's previous film, Zoolander, which of course he had also directed and starred in. It's a kind of summer comedy that rolls in, makes a lot of people laugh, and rolls on to video. Couldn't agree. Downey, Stiller, Black, and Cruise were repeatedly singled out for praise by numerous critics, claiming that they stole the show, were off the charts hilarious, and would bring viewers the fondest memories of their work. Yeah, that's actually true. Very true. Anyway, several critics commented on the controversy over lines in the film about the mentally disabled. The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel wrote that the film is just sophomoric enough to offend, and while it is also funny, it is without the empathy or compassion to cause us to wonder why we are laughing. The Washington Times argued against the opposition. The film is drawing fire from special interest groups for its frequent use of the word retard, but discerning audiences will know where the humor is targeted, and they'll be laughing too hard to take offense. Well, that's understandable, but after revisiting the film, I am going to say it's pretty funny and what have you. It has its moments and what have you, and a lot of craziness and what have you. Theodore Shapiro does the film score, and it's absolutely really good. I think some of the action moments are absolutely good. This film is one wild and crazy satire and just so crazy. For our cast, we have Ben Stiller playing Tug Speedman. Very good and what have you. Now, his character's faux trailers was for a film series called Scorcher. And his faux trailer was for the preview of Scorcher 6 Global Meltdown. Jack Black played Jeff Portnoy, and he was crazy and what have you. His faux trailer was for a juvenile family comedy called The Fatties Far 2, which spoofed numerous things, most notably the Nutty Professor franchise with Eddie Murphy. And Robert Downey Jr. played Kirk Lazarus, who was absolutely very, very good in what have you in his performance. And his faux trailer was called Satan's Alley, which was about two gay monks in a 12th century Irish monastery, parodying films like Brokeback Mountain and Downey's own scenes with Tobey Maguire, who in a cameo portrays himself playing the other monk in Wonder Boys. Crazy. Now, according to him, he said he modeled Lazarus on three actors, Russell Crowe, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Colin Farrell. Now, he was originally intended to be Irish, but now he felt more comfortable using an Australian accent since he had portrayed an Australian character in Natural Born Killers. Makeup effects creator Rick Baker designed and created Downey's Osiris makeup, while John Blake and Greg Nelson held the on-set application. Really something. Damien Cockburn is played by Steve Coogan. His character was partly inspired by Richard Stanley and his experience of directing the remake of The Island of Dr. Moreau with Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando. Jay Baruchel played Kevin Sandusky. Not too bad. Dane McBride played Cody Underwood. I've got to say, he's pretty funny and what have you. And Brandon T. Jackson played Al Pacino, which, of course, is a play on the actor Al Pacino. Kevin Hart turned down the role because he didn't want to play a gay character. That's understandable. The film also has Bill Hader as Rob Slolum, a studio executive, Brandon Suhu in his introduction as Tran, Matthew McConaughey as Rick Peck, and Tom Cruise as Les Grossman. And I gotta say, he is. You wouldn't even notice it was him. Can you believe that? I didn't even know that was Tom Cruise to be in the first place. But anyway, I really think this was really something. There were tons of other cameo appearances as well, but too many to mention. But anyway, the cast is exceptionally really good. So I must say, the story for Tropic Thunder was pretty good. So was the action sequences and the characters, the cast, and the score for the film. It's all good. So with everything said, would I recommend Tropic Thunder? The answer is hell yeah, go for it. This is a real crazy macho flick that I think y'all will get a real kick out of. Definitely. So, what did you think of Tropic Thunder? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Get them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. And share my vids with your friends if you'd like. And I'm happy to report that I have now reached 900 subscribers. I thought I'd go ahead and tell this to you right now instead of doing a separate vid. But if you don't hear in this vid, no problem. I might do a special announcement tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, let me know what you thought about Tropic Thunder in the comment section below, as I've already said. And join me next time when I review Napoleon Dynamite. So if you like this, check out my reviews of these two films that have two big names in this film. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of one of my few favorite Ben Stiller flicks, and that's Meet the Parents from 2000. Or if you'd like, check out my re-review of Robert Downey Jr.'s really big hit from 2008. And that was the original Iron Man. Or if you would like, check out my review of another film that Ben Stiller directed, In the Cable Guy from 1996. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.